Okay, sorry ladies and gentlemen for that. I guess you got that broadcast now. This is my tour broadcast right now. Again, this evening is 8:12. I know all my gentlemen, my ladies are from. All my friends are from. I hope you're listening in. Sorry about that. My phone doesn't like my speaker too well, but that's okay. But I got some questions, silly questions. What is your husband's favorite nickname for your ladies? My nickname for my husband is maybe baby or baby. So maybe it's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know if you nickname your husbands or your wives any nicknames privately or anything like that. Because sometimes you don't know what can happen. They can change your nicknames to you. They probably cannot. But that is a good question for myself. What would you name your husband's nickname next time? So just tell me what was your husband's nickname or your wife's nickname. So just say, okay, maybe it's a silly name. Maybe it can be a tiger. Well, it could be your husband's nickname, or it could be a lioness for your wife. Probably a lamb chop. That's too big a choice. Probably, I would probably say peaches. She probably eats too much peaches on that one. Or her husband eats too much peaches. Or fruit tail. Ooh, and name a wife a fruit tail. Maybe you can say to your girlfriend or your partner or your wives or your partner or anybody else. You can say probably his nickname can be, I don't know, dinosaur. Oh, probably your husband would be too tall. Or you can say that your husband can be a lion. Maybe he roared too much in bed, but that's okay. That sounds like a personal reason why not to say that. So, how do you like dump truck? How does people like Donald Trump this far? I think he's doing pretty well, but if he can do very much well, people say that he is doing worse than he was the last couple of years ago. Let me tell you something. He doesn't know how to be a good president. He says all the things with people who has a disability like I have. He goes, M-R-R-Y. That president said that. And people who's not that way in his world to be. I guess he's a world president. I would say Donald Trump really needs help. And he thinks he can run in third trial, but he can't because he's 80 years old. only has 1 year to go. Let's make it 2 years and see how he will be. And people say that Donald Trump would be a good president, but let me tell you something. If he was a good president, would he give us a Medicare or Medicaid? No. Will he ever goes like that again? Yep. Because he is a selfish man. Because he only wants money. He doesn't want no one else. He doesn't want to be a good president. I tell you honest truth. He got Iraq into a fight again, a war again. He got everybody else to a war again. But he doesn't have himself in a war. Because you know why? He saves himself, but he doesn't save others. And American wants them to do what they want to do. That's the American way. You gotta do what you want to do. Because sometimes when you vote for people, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be a good president. You gotta be yourself a president, yourself a governor, maybe Atlantic State of, maybe a senator. Or maybe if your own self-advocate board director of New York State, like I was. So, let me tell you guys something. With people with disability, they're not an MNR word. They're humans. They're quite humans, like you and I. Yes, I have a disability. People can't see my disability. People cannot feel my disability because they don't know I have a disability, but I do. I will tell you honest truth. I was born with a disability, but you can't see it. I was raised with a disability, you don't know it. I only have a 1, 2, 3 disabilities. I have a 4, 5, 6 disabilities. People come to me 1 year after I was a board director. They want a job outside of the community. And I said, okay, Kevin. And I said, hey, Kevin. And people want some people who wants a job with a disability. They cannot. Now they can't. Because people won't hire them. They want to make sure they can do the job. We can do the job. Yes, we can. We can do most of the job. The people who are supposed to do the job, like, I don't want to say it, but normal people. What's normal? My husband has a problem with a car problem this far. He's frozen. Your mouth is frozen? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta fix my husband's mouth. Oh, you are frozen. Okay, turn your computer off again. Unplug the computer. Unplug the computer. Now plug it in. Go back on. Is the blue light on? Is the blue light on? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. My husband is back. My husband, he was so frozen on the computer. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean no harm. Let me see. I will tell you something about one person who is a #1 president of the world. That's God. You didn't vote for him. You didn't elect him as the president. He became his own president. God was his own president. He was his own man. He did his own thing. I created the earth. He created the sky. He created the light. He created the world and the light. Yes, he did. He created the Lord and the light. Yes, he did. I did not vote for God. No. I did not vote for Jesus. No. I did not vote for anyone in the Bible. I did not vote for David, who was a king. No. I did not vote for anyone who was died in the pit with his brothers. That's Joseph. But I did not vote for those guys. Because you know why? God voted himself as the president of the whole wide world. Yes, he did. And he voted one thing to do is, he did one thing. He voted for one person to be the first person on earth. He voted for that person. I didn't. My husband didn't. I think God did. And that man was the second president of the United States, Adam. And the first lady of president was Eve, was the first lady president of the world. Yippers. So you think it this way. We did have a first president was a lady. That was Eve. And you think of this way. We had a first president of the world, that was God. Our second president of the world was Adam. And our first, like I said, our first lady president was Eve. And our third president was God's son, Jesus. That's the only one that he was the president of.
For every single season that I've competed.
So yeah. So there's no problem this way. If you think of it, why should he vote? Let me tell you the truth. You guys are voting for people that you don't know who's going to make the world good better. But only one person can make the world better. That is the biggest thing in the world. The biggest thing in the world can make one world better, and the other world better, and another world better, and another world, and another world is God. And God's still a president of the United States. He's been a president for 1,000 billion, zillion, billion, billion, zillion, billion, billion years. And that's the truth. Because if you think about it this way, like I said, you never ever voted for God. I didn't. The whole world didn't. But you know what? God put us on this earth for a good reason. To tell you that one thing is the truth, that one person voted for that person. And I don't know who it was, but we did vote for one person. I voted for one person, but I can't tell you who I voted for. So like I said to my husband, I'm not going to vote this year because I don't know who these people are. For Rome, Syracuse, or Albany, for anyone else. So I'm going to sing this song that everybody probably knows. He has a whole world in his hands. He has a whole wide world in his hands. He has a whole world in his hands. He has a whole world in his hands. He has you and me, brother, in his hands. He has you and me, sister, in his hands. He has a you and me, brother, in his hands. He has a whole world in his hands.